Hello and welcome back to the Kick. This is the weekend preview for the weekend ahead. I'm with my friend and co-host Aaron. How are you today, Aaron?
Hi Nathan, I'm great. Ready to talk about the football business.
What a week it has been. Man United beat Burnley to go top of the Premier League. What do you think of that?
Well, you see, Man United, they're looking very, very threatening to Liverpool. And yeah, what a win for United at Turf Moor as well. Pogba scored. It was a great win and they are playing great football.
And that leads us into our first game of the weekend, the top of the table clash, Man United-Liverpool at Anfield. How do you think that will go down?
Well, obviously you support United and I support Liverpool, as everyone knows. And I'd like to see it be an easy win for Liverpool. But you know what? The way United are playing this season, it could obviously go either way. And it's a scary situation for Liverpool, obviously, with the defence struggles. But it could be one of the best games that United and Liverpool have had in a long time.
You're planning on that, and it's going to end 0-0. I hope you know that. I'm very nervous. I won't lie. It's the biggest game we've had for a while. I think because obviously back in the day, you used to be top, and then after that, we were top, and you were always like looking up at us. And it's the first real time in about 10 years. I don't know, 2009. That was the last title race where we were both involved, and again, United won that quite comfortably in the end. But it's the first real time it could actually be a title race between Man United and Liverpool. So there's a lot on the line here. And personally, for me, I think if Pogba plays anything like he did against Burnley, we'll be in with a big shout because he was class. He brought the game to Burnley and he stood up like a real leader. We don't see it enough with Pogba.
Yeah, you're right. I've always said that Pogba is one of the best midfielders in the world, and he can play for anyone. And he's a lead. He's a leader. He's one of the most experienced players now in that midfield. So he needs to step up a lot more, and I feel like he is doing that.
Yeah, he did. You've seen him play with France and play like that, and he was amazing on Wednesday night, I think it was. And he does that on international duty, as we say. And I think maybe he's got Bruno Fernandes round him now, Marcus Rashford, Marshall. Cavani was playing the other night. He's got Eric Bailly, Harry Maguire behind him. He's maybe thinking, like, look, I am with a lot more capable players than now than I was 2 years ago or 3 years ago. So maybe I can express myself a bit more now. I've got players that I'm confident in.
Well, yeah, you are right there. United's team now, it's title contending team, and Pogba, like I say, he's got the experience. He's won the World Cup with France, and I think he's maybe starting to think like, yeah, I need to start pushing my game and scoring a lot more and making the passes that I should be.
Yeah, you're right. And have you got a score prediction for the weekend?
Well, you said 0-0. I think it could be a draw, but I'm going to go for 3-2 Liverpool.
I'm going to go 1, and I would take a point, to be honest with you. Point keeps us top, so well, from one derby to another, Wolves play West Brom this weekend. Will that be an easy win for Wolves, as West Brom are low in the table, as we know? Or do you think West Brom are in with a shout?
Well, like you say, it's a derby, so anything can happen in derby games, like we already know that. But obviously, Sam Allardyce he's come into the team and he hasn't really made an impact just yet, so that might actually happen.
Yeah, this could be his chance to turn it around, and he hasn't started life great off at West Brom yet. But Wolves haven't been playing the best either this season. They got beat off Everton the other night, and they just, without Raul Jimenez up front, they look like they're lacking something. I mean, he is underrated because he doesn't just score goals for them. They've got a lot of fast players around him. He holds the ball up and gets a lot of players involved. I think Wolves are really struggling without him.
Yeah, you're right. We haven't really seen much of Traore. Also, he's not really making the impact like he did last season. So yeah, that actually it's affected them massively. You're right.
Yeah, and Traore has gone the whole season so far without a goal or assist, I believe. So that's a mad stat.
Well, that just shows.
Yeah, and going into the final games to talk about, Fulham, Chelsea, another derby. Surely Chelsea should hammer Fulham. What do you think?
Well, you say that, but Lampard's tricky blues. It's one of them um, obviously Werner's lacking goals this season and stuff like that. But Fulham are desperate for a win, so like you say in the derby, anything can happen.
Yeah, I suppose Werner and Havertz were both on the score sheet against Crawley last weekend, and I guess they'll be hoping for the same against Fulham.
Well, yeah, the German duo are doing quite well together, I must say. But like I say, Fulham and Scott Parker's tricky whites
Tricky Whites.
are needing a win, and I think it could be their day.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. Anyways, that's all we've got time for today. So thanks for listening, everybody. We'll be back with a Career Mode episode on Sunday again. Thanks for the support on that series so far as well, everybody who's listening. And on Monday, we'll be back with our Roundup podcast. So thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Bye.